In an effort to reposition the National Theatre of Nigeria in the post-pandemic era of COVID-19, the first National Theatre Festival of Unity begins tomorrow. The festival, which is designed to bridge the gap of religious, social, and ethnic differences, will bring together stage actors from different troupes and theatre outfits in Nigeria. Joining us now is Professor Sunday Enesi Ododo, General Manager, National Theatre Igamu, Lagos. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay. The Senate on Wednesday passed an executive... Oh, sorry. Can you tell us a bit more about this development to do with the National Theatre? It must be quite an exciting landmark for us.
Indeed. We are looking at a national heritage that has a lot to give to the society in terms of boosting the economy, tapping into the creative talents of our youths, and also exposing our national heritage to the world for historical relevance. So for us in National Theatre, we are committed to turning the fortune of the theatre around and envisioning a theatre that yields optimally commercial value to the society and to the key industry players.
Well, 10 months into the pandemic, let me ask you, Mr. Ododo, what has been the effect or the impact of the epidemic here in Nigeria on the arts and culture, your field? What really has been the story like?
Not palatable, I would say. The fortune, the price of the artist is mainly physical. But with the pandemic, we began to learn a few tricks of how we can do our things. Now going digital and using online platform to still get on with our businesses. But with the reduction in the protocol, we began to have physical presences again. But certainly, it has been a downturn for the fortunes of the artists in the country. But we believe, being creative artists that we are, we'll find a way around all of this so that it's not a negative story for us all through.
Yes, indeed. I mean, you mentioned learning a few tricks. And perhaps you could tell us, are there any of those tricks you're planning to carry forward during this post-COVID era into a new normal, or would you revert back to things as they used to be?
No, certainly so. Lessons learned are meant to be used for greater values. I know for sure now that whatever goes on stage will have its equivalencies on the internet. And many of our artists now even find it so cheap and more economical to work from home behind the cameras and get things out. That's the thing. And I also know that the kind of crowd we normally bring together before to do many of our productions, we also now learned that we can simulate crowd and to achieve the same maximum effect artistically as possible.
And tell us about this Festival of Unity. What's the driving force and what should be expected?
Yes, the driving force is to make Nigerians happy once more. After the pandemic, the EndSARS protest, there should be peace. So we are driving this festival on the triple peace: pandemic, protest, and peace. So now the festival has a theme that looks at healing Nigeria. All of these two major experiences I've mentioned were very traumatic for the Nigerian people. And it is time to heal our soul, heal our minds, and to face the challenges of the time once more to make ends meet.
I mean, definitely.
Unifying the country.
Sorry, please go on.
Unifying the country is also very key to us in this process because, take it or leave it, some of the issues that prompt up the EndSARS protest has to do with suspicion and mistrust on who we are as a nation. So this festival is going to be a platform to showcase all cultural presentations and heritage from different ethnic zones in Nigeria. And coming together to do this will further strengthen the bond of nationhood, we believe. And of course, it is not going to be an one-off thing. We are starting this festival, and we hope to make it an annual event. Year in, year out, it will get stronger and better.
Definitely a laudable project, but not to try and pour cold water on your aspirations. What of those who say just aspiring and just celebrating peace might not be enough without the substance being addressed? Is there any way in which you hope what you're doing will speak to maybe those in authority and somehow get their attention to engage in dialogue towards progress?
Certainly so. We'll have federal government dignitaries that will be in attendance. There will be engagement sessions with the crowd. We're hoping to have the Honorable Minister for Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, to declare the event open on the 18th, Friday, which is tomorrow. And the state chairman of Senate Committee on Culture and Tourism, His Excellency Senator Rochas Okorocha, will declare the event closed on Sunday. So when they come, they will see the messages that we pass across through the artistic platform we're going to provide. And I'm quite excited because my Honorable Minister and the Senate Chairman, they are very, very passionate about our nation's unity, very passionate about peace in this country. So there are other products we're going to bring on board to further engage those in authority on how to run this nation with
Mr. Ododo, do we still have you?
a unified front.
Okay. All right. All right. We lost connection with you for a bit. Very quickly before we let you go, let's talk about National Theatre as a creative hub. The federal government plans to refurbish it, to reposition it. But what is the absolute necessity that must happen for the hub to reach its full potential, in your own opinion?
I didn't get that bit. There was an internet issue.
What must happen for the National Theatre to regain the old good days as a creative hub? The federal government says it wants to refurbish it, to reposition it, but is that the only thing that needs to happen? Very briefly, please.
Not the only thing. Part of what needs to happen is what we're already starting with. We have to engage the key players back to the National Theatre to do their own things. We are midwifing. So in the process, we're creating a venue for the key industry players to realize their own, and also for government to play its own role. When the venue is right, you can expect also good product to come in there. It's a symbiotic relationship. So we are very optimistic that when government provides the right ambience, our artists will also live up to the billing. Beyond that, the artists are not docile. We are also not waiting for that Eldorado to happen before we begin to do something. That's why this National Theatre Festival of Unity is also conceived, to prove that, yes, we don't need a perfect space to do creative efforts.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sunday Ododo, Manager, National Theatre. We wish you all the best as you progress on that very laudable project. Thank you.
Thank you very much.